If you want to see my empties for the month of March, then stick around. Hi there, it's Hélène and welcome back, or if it's your first time, welcome to HMM Makeup or Makeup. As I said in the teaser, it is the time to go into my empties for the month of March. And if memory serves, I have 13 samples and I have 10 full-size products. If you are curious to see what I finished up and or decluttered, let's get to it. Okay, let's do the samples first. What I have here, first off, is a Vitamin E Face Moisturizer by, I think it's Malone and Goats? I don't know. It was a very nice moisturizer. I ended up using it twice, 2 nights in a row. And I thought, actually, no, pardon me, 2 mornings in a row. And I thought it was perfectly fine, did a good job. My skin tends to be quite dry, and it did a good job of keeping my skin hydrated, and I was quite happy with it. And then I had this little guy, which is the Milky Boost in 03 by Clarins. And it is such a weird, I'm going to call it sort of like it's like between a tinted moisturizer and a foundation. I didn't think it was either. I felt like it was right in the middle. And it was, 03 was a little bit deep for me, but it looks white until you start to use it. And then I guess microspheres of pigment start bursting because of the pressure of you using your hands to, or brush, whatever, to apply it to your face. It was weird. It worked. I used it, I think I had enough for somewhere between 3 and 4 uses. I'm thinking it's more like 4 uses. And it did the job, but the whole pigment spheres thing was just a little weird. I felt it was a bit gimmicky, and because of that, I don't think that I would go for it again. Did it work fine? Yes. Was it a pleasant surprise that I didn't realize I had in my samples? Yes. And I'm glad I got to try it, but it would not be a purchase. It would not be on my list of a wish list at all. It's just not for me. Now I have a bunch of samples of different kinds of lotions and potions. I have 3 from Vichy. I have the Aqualia Thermal Gel Cream. And for gel cream, I don't tend to find that it hydrates a whole lot, but this one was okay for a category of product that I'm not crazy about. I wouldn't recommend it though, because for me, I was okay with it, but I wasn't over the moon. So I don't think it's a product that I would look to purchase or to get another sample of. Second from Vichy is this Neovadiol or Vadiol, I don't know. It's a weird name, Neovadiol. It is the densifying and replenishing day care for normal to combination skin, and I would agree. It was a perfectly fine cream for daytime use, and it was better at hydrating my skin than the previous one I just showed you. And then the one I liked the most was this Idéalia, and it is a radiance boosting serum. And I thought it did a great job, and I would seek out this product again if I am looking for a radiance enhancing cream. Just a couple more of these little samples. This next one is the Atoderm Intensive Balm, and that is just a basic balm to use. And I thought it did fine. It talks about for sensitive skin and very dry skin. I would agree with that. And I thought that it did a pretty good job of keeping my skin pretty happy. And it talks about for very dry, irritated to atopic, sensitive skin, repairs, restores lipids, and is anti-itching. And for someone who has sensitive skin, I used to have really bad eczema or eczema flare-ups all through growing up. I don't really have those issues anymore because I realized a lot of it had to do with diet. That I'm not in need of a product like this, but if you are someone who is really sensitive to a lot of products, I would not be surprised that this one would do the trick. So again, Bioderma Atoderm Intensive Balm. I used it. I really enjoyed the feel of it. I don't think that I would go and look for it because I think I have moisturizers that are likely less expensive than that product that would do as good of a job or better for my skin. But if you have very sensitive skin, that might be a product that you want to take a look at. The next one that I actually really quite liked is this overnight anti-pollution treatment from Neostrata. And I know I liked it because when I ran out of it, I was disappointed. So I obviously really liked it. And what I really enjoyed about it was more like a serum than a cream. And so it did not take a whole lot for me to feel that the product was being effective, and that really made me interested in looking it up. I don't know what 8% PHA means, but I do know that it was, you hear it a lot when people like a product, a little goes a long way. Well, that was the case here. Like I said, it was more like a serum than it was a cream, and I was just supplementing another cream to go with this because this was more like almost like a gel type product, serum type product, and coupled with a decent night cream, I thought it did a really great job. And a product that I believe is from the Advent calendar from Shoppers Drug Mart is this Shiseido Bio Performance Glow Revival Serum. And again, this was a glowing or radiance type product that I really enjoyed using. So I'm a fan of this one just as well as I am a fan of the Vichy product as well, that has a radiance inducing kind of a effect. Out of the two, do I have a preference? I would put them pretty much neck and neck. If they are the same price, and say for, you know, price per ounce, price per milliliter, I would probably go for the Shiseido just because I like what Shiseido did with the packaging, which if you see the groove here and there's a groove on this side too, they have made it very easy for anyone with grip issues to use the product. And when a company does that, I want to support companies that are conscious of the fact that we have a wide range in ability for day-to-day activities, and I don't know if this was just stylistic or with that in mind, but if it was with that in mind, bravo, because I think that they did a really great job with the packaging design. The last two samples are perfumes. So the first one is the small one, and this is the Gucci Flora, an eau de toilette, and I thought it was fine. It was not overpowering as a floral scent, but I'm not particularly fond of floral scents. And for someone who's not particularly fond of floral scents, I thought it was perfectly acceptable, not overpowering, was fine. But because I'm not that big of a fan of that style of perfume or cologne, I would not go and seek this one out. I enjoyed the opportunity, or appreciated the opportunity to try it, but I would definitely not go and find a full size or another sample or anything. Same thing goes with this deluxe sample. You may have heard me talk about it already. It's the Jo Malone Lime, Basil, and Mandarin. It's a cologne, and it is my least favorite of any Jo Malone that I have tried so far. It's funny because my friend Steph, I'll put Steph right there, she said the same thing. It was her least favorite. And it's still very potent in the bottle. I've used as much as I possibly can out of it. I may repurpose it and put another perfume in it because it is a perfect size for something like travel. So I think I'll be hanging on to the container itself. But I'm happy to be done with the lime, basil, and mandarin because yeah, it smelled okay, so I was okay wearing it, but it didn't bring me joy. And for me, fragrances I usually wear because they just make me feel great. And this one was just, well, it made me smell nice to others, I guess, but it didn't do anything for me, if that makes any sense. It didn't turn on me or anything like that. It just was not a cologne that I appreciated. If it is your favorite, I would love to hear what is it about that cologne that really speaks to you and that you really enjoy. I would love to hear what that is. So those are all the samples and deluxe samples I went through. And now let's talk about the full-size products. A lot of them are not makeup related or creams and kind of face creams or whatever related, but I thought that I would go through them anyway. They're soaps and shampoos and that kind of thing. So let's get through them. I will go quickly where I don't think that you're as interested. The holidays were not that long ago, and I just finished this Vanilla Bean from Bath and Body Works, and it is a foaming hand soap, and it did smell quite nice. I had it in the guest bathrooms, and I got some nice comments about it, and I enjoy it, and it's probably one that I would look to replace next holiday season. I really enjoyed it, and this bad boy lasted 2 years because I put it away when it's not the holidays, and because there was about this much left in the bottom this year, I decided to leave it out until it was finished, and I really enjoyed it. It's a nice scent, and it definitely puts you in the holiday spirit when it's out. Next up is another body cleaning product, and that is the Dial Marula Oil. And this is what do they call it? A body wash. My husband uses it for shampoo as well because his hair is about this long all over his head. I like it because it does not have an overpowering smell, and it does a good job. So I use it as a body wash. He uses it for whatever, hair, body, whatnot. And it works well enough that I have 2 other of this very, very same product as backups, and I just took this one out of the shower and just put another one exactly the same in its place. I asked him if he had any concerns about it. He said no. I said I like it too, so we're just going to keep using it, and I thought it was a good product, and it's like $3 Canadian. It's really, really cheap and does a good job. I can't ask for more. And finally, one other soap type product. This is the, what is it called? Vanilla and Brown Sugar from Softsoap. And I really enjoyed what this soap smelled like in a big way. And so I'm happy to mention it to you. So Vanilla and Brown Sugar, it surprised me because I just expected it to be a soap that, it was cheap. Why not try it out? Well, I really enjoyed the notes from this this soap, and I wouldn't hesitate to. Yeah, it does smell really good. I wouldn't hesitate to get another one. It has kind of it says vanilla and brown sugar, but it gives me honey vibes as well. I really enjoyed this this soap. Now for some shampoo, I do have this conditioner from StriVectin for color treated hair. And I have to say that I'm not that crazy about a StriVectin shampoo or conditioner. In this case, this is conditioner. I think it's too expensive for the money, and I won't ever buy StriVectin shampoo again. There is one that is for kind of hair loss. I have talked about it already on this channel. I'll put that right here. But for just a color saving kind of a shampoo or conditioner, no, I don't think it's worth the money. Did I finish it? Yes. Why wouldn't I finish a product? But it annoyed me because I felt like, why did I spend money on this? It's not that great. This next one I felt was better, but it is still quite expensive, and I did cut it open to get everything I could out of it. And it's a Fekkai Technician Color Care, and it says it's a conditioner for anti-fade, gentle conditioning, and vibrant radiance. And I did like this one better than the StriVectin. but I would not say that it is a conditioner that I would buy again. I again feel like it's too much money for what it is. There is a L'Oreal conditioner that is color correcting that I have used as well. The same friend gave me both of them, and I would go for the L'Oreal more than this one because I felt like they did the same thing, and L'Oreal was just a lot cheaper. So I just didn't really see the need for a high-end conditioner when the cheaper conditioner did as good a job. Yeah, so that's it. I'm hard to please. If you're going to get me to pay top dollar, your product better be really, really good. That's the way I think anyway. And that's what I feel about this product right here. I just finished the Estee Lauder, seriously just finished, I think yesterday, this Estee Lauder makeup remover. And I do not see why I would not just use my Garnier waterproof makeup remover. It's $7.99. This is ridiculously expensive. And I just felt like it did the same thing. This did not do anything more than my other makeup remover, and this is multiples of the cost compared to the Garnier, which is like 400 ml for $7.99, and this is way, way, way more money. This one is 3.4 fluid ounces or 100 ml, and if I can find the price for the 100 ml, I'll put it on the screen. It's just a lot of money compared to my $7.99 on sale option. I get these 3.4 fluid ounces or 100 ml makeup removers in holiday sets. I can put the last final review of holiday sets right here for you. If they did not come as part of a holiday set where they are pennies on the dollar compared to buying them outright, I would never have this in my collection, flat out. One final liquid here that I do really quite like, and that is the Pixi Rose Tonic. But if I had to pick a Pixi tonic, I would definitely say that the Glow Tonic is my favorite, but these were on super sale last Christmas, and I decided to pick a couple of them up, and I'm happy I did. I have one more of these, and will continue using them until I have them finished. And right now I am using a tonic, the Lancôme Comfort Tonic is the one that I'm using, and I'm really quite enjoying that one. But as far as these rose tonics, I quite enjoy them, even though they're the mini size. I did get it for a decent price per milliliter, and it made it easy for me to decide to get a couple. And I do like the Pixi brand. I just tend to buy them on sale because I find Pixi itself is overpriced for a drugstore type product. One final item that is that would be in the shower, and this lasted me forever, and it's from the same friend, Louise, who got me the Fekkai. Keep wanting to say Fekkai, but it's Fekkai shampoo. The name sounds weird, doesn't it? Anyway, this product is amazing. It's a beautiful, beautiful foaming mousse that you use as a gel in the shower, but it's a gel that just foams up beautifully, so you use very, very little. I had this thing in my shower for over 2 years. I only use it when shaving, and it was absolutely a beautiful product, so much so that I ended up buying 2 of the same type of product from Dove when I came across them by happenstance at President's Choice Superstore, and was really, really quite happy. Some people would call it Loblaws. Happy to find a couple that were on super clearance, and I thought, well, let me see if they are as good as this one. I haven't used them yet, but this being by Sanctuary product, chef's kiss. It is such a beautiful product, and I was shocked. A little goes a very long way, and I could not believe how long it lasted. I mean, we're talking a couple years for one single container. That's amazing to me. Okay, I just have 5 more products. This one is a Groundhog Day product because I think it was in my Empties and Declutter last month, and it is the Quo Nail Polish in Lovella. And I just said I had to give it one more shot. Well, if you watched my nail kind of overview from the past month video, I'll put it right there, you would have seen this one again, and it was a dismal failure. I waited a couple of hours for me to see if it would eventually set, and it did not. So, I kept it for one more month thinking maybe I wasn't patient enough, whatever, because I don't like wasting product. Well, this is an absolute dud, and there's no way that I can make it work. And so there's no point in keeping it. I will declutter it, but it pains me because I don't like wasting. And a defective product, unfortunately, because you can't use it, it ends up being a waste, and it's very frustrating. And I do like the color. I mean, it's a beautiful neutral color that would go for almost any occasion, and I can't use it. So it's a real disappointment to me that I ended up with a dud of a nail polish, especially it's a very big bottle at 14 ml. It's usually the biggest size you get in nail polish is 14 ml, and it's a waste. So that sucks. One that is not a waste that I really like and that I have sung its praises many times on this channel is the Morphe Continuous Setting Mist. Usually it's a black bottle, but this was the Pride special edition in the last year. And I had 2 of these, and I have one more, I think, in the black packaging, which is the usual packaging. I love the continuous mist on this, that is this dispenser. It is fantastic. It's very, very light. You know, you get full coverage with with less product use. And I wish that it were more easily recyclable. I don't see what the specs are on this, but I know that other plastic bottles are more recyclable, I think, than this. If you know how you have been able to recycle this, I would be all ears, because I haven't put it in my recycle bin yet because I didn't think I knew how this product could be recycled. So not sure about that, but I have to say that when I want a perfect mist, this is my go-to setting spray because it's so good, and the price is pretty decent. They last a long time. 3 more products, hang in there. Now this next one is a product you will very rarely see on this channel. It's a mask, like one of those, you know, peel off and stick on your face mask. And it was from the Shoppers Drug Mart Advent Calendar. If I haven't linked it yet, I will put it up. I have a lot to say about this mask. But let me give you the Coles Notes. You can go to that video to get more information. The Coles Notes is, it sucks. It sucks. Let me repeat, it sucks. I have combo skin, and so my face tends to be dry on the periphery and oily in the T-zone. This made me ultra dry everywhere, but not immediately. So I think there's something funky going on with the hyaluronic acid in this mask, but if you want to get more information, you can hear my initial reaction and then my updated reaction after a little while of having taken it off. It might be worth a listen. And it looks really weird when you have it on. It looks like something's wrong with your face. That's my own opinion. Definitely not a mask. And what is it called? Hollywood, California Glam Glow GlowLace mask. It's the GlowLace mask. I would definitely not send this to someone unless I really, really dislike them. And even then, I wouldn't do that to someone. Yeah, at least not for my combo skin. I felt like a dry mess, and I had to end up using other products to make my face feel better afterwards. So a big no for me. Will not repurchase, would not recommend, hard pass. Now, two more products to go, and two products that I would recommend. The first one is this Rita Hazen. Oh my gosh, I used it so much, all the writing came off of the container. I use it in light or dark brown. I'm fine with both colors. In this case, it's light brown. The one I just cracked open is dark brown, and it's fine. It just depends on what I'm doing with my hair color at any given time. And you can see that it is absolutely, completely empty. There is nothing left. I don't know if the camera is really showing you the bottom of the container. I scraped it. I went in with one of those metal makeup spatulas and I scraped everything that I could. I depotted it into a tiny glass and plastic container and then just used my finger to use it up. This is the second one of these that I've used up. One of these can last years. I did go through this second one faster than normal because I can't get to my hairdresser for root touch-up as often as I would like because of the situation we're all dealing with. But still, it lasted me well over a year, and they're $28 to $29 Canadian, which is a pretty decent price for how long the product lasts. And that is using it quite a bit. And then you can also, it might be $28, but if you think about it lasting a year, it's very little per month, right? And you can extend your hair coloring appointments, spread them out more by using a product like that. So $28 Canadian may save me hundreds of dollars in coloring fees because I can tack on maybe 2-3 more weeks between my colorings than I would otherwise be able to if I weren't using one of these root touch-ups. I really like it. You can be very precise with it. You can use your fingers to get to specific areas that you want to. And if you are like me and you only wash your hair every 2 to 3 days, it does have a lot of staying power on your hair. Like, it will really stick to your hair when it dries, and I don't find it does much of any transferring on the pillow even when I use the dark brown color for my roots. I'm really impressed with it, and it is my go-to product. And despite the fact that it's not available at Sephora anymore, I do pick it up through Amazon Canada. So works for me, and I highly recommend. And finally, a product that I don't think is available anymore, but I'm glad I have a few more left, and it is the Joe Fresh Lip Balm. This one is in Spice, and I used it all the way down to the plastic. I can't get any more on my lips until if I dig it out. So you can see the color. It is a very fetching color, and I have 3 more of these on the go. I tend to use them because they are let me just see if I can get some color out. They are a color lip balm, so you can wear them as a lip tint, but I tend to use them when I'm just around the house and don't want to put a lipstick on. So I'll either put a gloss or I'll put a balm like this. And I also use these balms, the colors that I don't like as much, I use them to coat my lips for nighttime. I don't tend to push my face into a pillow at all, so I don't worry about transfer onto the sheets or anything. So I will use the reds that I don't like, or the deep browns that I don't like. I'll wear those at night because it is a lip balm. And these were, I think, they were less than $2 each when Joe Fresh was getting rid of them. So I bought a bunch, and I'm really happy I did because they're the cheapest lip balms, virtually the cheapest lip balms that I've purchased that are tinted and that do a great job. So I'm very happy to have them, and I do wish that Joe Fresh still had them. I have a handful left, and I'll be pretty sad when they're gone. So that's it. 13 samples and 10 full-size empties to show you this month. I don't have a ton of makeup, as you saw, but they are all products that I think were worth a mention. And let me know if you have any favorites in what I showed you, or if you have some favorite products that show up in your empties on a regular basis that you would definitely recommend. I would love to hear that in the comments. For now, I will say thank you so much for watching. I appreciate it every single time, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video. But for now, take care.